everybody, welcome to summer in Seattle. We're having a little rain today, but we're not going to let that dampen our spirits. I'm actually here to talk about grilled vegetables. It is summertime. I want to think about healthier things on the grill, so I thought that vegetables would be the greatest place to start. So I wanted to give you a few tips about grilling vegetables and how to make them come out the very best. Number one, when you are cutting up your vegetables, try to make sure that you're getting them into even thicknesses. That means that they'll all cook at the same time and it'll be easier to manage them on the grill. Number two, when you are grilling, always cook your vegetables on medium heat, no higher than that. Now I have a gas grill, so I can set it to medium, and that's very easy to do. But if you're cooking on charcoal, the way you tell if it's medium is you hold your hand over the flame. If you can keep it there for 5 seconds, then it's about 350 to 375, and that's medium heat. The third thing that I wanted to tell you is that when you're cooking vegetables, always oil the vegetables, not the grill. If you put oil on the grill, that's going to cause those flare-ups. So oil the vegetables, not the grill. So let's go on and talk about some of the vegetables that I like grilling the most. Number one, I love grilled onions, specifically the sweet onions like this one. This is a Vidalia onion, and one of my little tricks for grilling Vidalia onions is that I always secure them with toothpicks. That way, as they kind of caramelize and soften on the grill, I'm not losing some of those rings as they soften up. So I secure them with either 3 or 4 toothpicks typically, and so I've got 2 holding this in place. I'm going to add a third, and that'll just keep all those rings really sturdy and solid when I have them on the grill. The other thing that I really love to grill are sweet potatoes. Now here's the trick with sweet potatoes. Again, you can see I've got them all cut about the same thickness, and then I boiled them for a little while in salted water for about 5 to 8 minutes. And what I'm looking for is for them to be fork tender but not falling apart. So these guys are just fork tender. I took them out of the water and I let them drain, and now they're room temperature and they're ready to go on the grill. You can do the very same thing with regular potatoes. Now I don't know if you saw the potato episode, but we talked about the difference between waxy and starchy potatoes. Always use waxy potatoes on the grill like this Yukon Gold. Again, I cut these in half. They're all about the same thickness, but I pre-boiled them for about 15 minutes. So again, fork tender, not falling apart, ready to go on the grill. All we have to do is throw a little oil on these and they are good to go. Another one of the items that I really love are portobello mushrooms. And the reason is that portobello mushrooms are great if you have friends who are vegetarians. They are so meaty, they practically make a meal on their own. So I always take the stem off, and I always start by grilling a portobello mushroom stem side up. I'm going to coat it with a little oil and we'll get grilling. I'm getting ready to throw a few items on the grill. I've got some onions on there now. Now again, here's my other onion that's all secured and neat. One of the things I've noticed is that mushrooms soak up a lot of oil. So don't be afraid, most of it's gonna burn away anyway, but just be aware that you're gonna add a little extra oil. Now I've got the back side of this mushroom oiled up. I'm gonna start it stem up, that way all of those juices will collect as it's starting to grill. So I've put a little oil on my potato as well. I've got the back side oiled. I'm gonna start with the flat side down on my potato, that way we'll get some nice grill marks on it. Sweet potatoes again, a little oil on both sides. We'll get those on the grill and add a little salt. Everything is beginning to get beautifully caramelized. How I know my onions are done is they begin to kind of really get soft and they have those great grill marks on them. And let's take a look at these potatoes. Beautiful, ready to flip over. My mushroom I'm going to let cook a little bit longer because I really wanted to kind of steam a little bit, but we're getting really close. So we've grabbed everything off the grill. Doesn't it look amazing? These potatoes are absolutely stunning. Golden brown. I've tossed them in a little garlic butter. You can also use that Burger Nirvana butter from a previous episode. I'll put a link on the site to that. Also, I've added a little bit of garlic butter to the top of the mushrooms, a little bit of parsley, caramelized onions, great as is. The last thing I'm going to do with these gorgeous sweet potatoes is add just a little bit of brown sugar and rum. Oh my God, I wish you could smell these. They are so good. They're going to be the hit of the party. Happy grilling!